Much of a level of at TRT levels versus like bodybuilding levels, are both levels enough to totally suppress any sperm production?
Yeah, if you're taking even a therapeutic dose of testosterone, it's going to suppress you completely. It doesn't matter. The extent of the amount you're taking is going to suppress you no matter what. Now, it'll be a lot harder to recover from, and it will be more problematic at the higher the dose you go. There's a ton of different issues that can occur. But if we're just strictly talking about suppressing testosterone production and fertilization, that type of thing, any amount's going to cause this bottoming out.
What about your endogenous production of testosterone? How much if you take exogenously will your own production go down?
It's going to bottom out. I mean,
Uh,
yeah, you're bottoming out. Anytime that you take testosterone that's exogenous, your ability to produce its own. Now, people will run a 12-week cycle and run a post-cycle therapy. And so something like Clomid and Novadex can theoretically kickstart your natural testosterone production again. And some people that run lighter cycles will see that on a post-cycle therapy. First couple times, they're able to kick it back into going. But the longer you use steroids, the more you run them, the higher the amounts. Over time, it's not going to jumpstart again. Or if it does, it's going to be really bad. It's not impossible. And I've seen people that have been on TRT for a year or two restart their production, but it's more of an anomaly to see that than not. Now, I've put people on 8, 12, 16-week post-cycle therapies to try to fix their production naturally. I've made some magic happen, but if I'm being honest with you, the percentage of that's quite low.
Okay. So, I mean, what does, how long is too long to be on TRT? And what can you do if you start at a point where you do want to have kids?
So if you're on TRT, and I mean, it's really different for each person, but let's cap it at a year, right? Let's say after a year, you're like, I don't want to do this anymore. Can I restart my natural testosterone production? There's a chance, I would say the percentage would probably be more in like the 25 to 30% chance that we're going to get you going naturally. And it depends on why you got on it too. If you already had a severe condition going into it, then we're not fixing anything. If let's say you use steroids or got on it without the real need and you already had a higher number, chances are a lot higher we can fix that production. In terms of fertility, there's really no way for me to gauge that because it's so different for everybody. I've seen some crazy things, man, where people you'd think they'd have zero fertility and they still have some. And then I've seen people that have barely used anything that are just drained. That's like really case to case specific, and I don't want to be one of those people that throws a number on something that's completely inaccurate.
Gotcha. What about someone that's been on it for a decade, TRT? Like you said, you've been on a long term. What happens if, if you're on it? I mean, what is long term, and what happens if someone's on it for 10 years, 20 years?
Yeah, I mean, once you're on it, theoretically, you're just supposed to stay on it forever. The need is going to be there because if you stop taking it, the chances of your production, like I said, the longer the term, the chances keep dropping. And, I can't say with certainty, but I would say like 95 to 98% of the people, if you were on it 10 years and then just stopped, you're probably going to have a pretty poor quality of life by stopping because your body's never going to ever recover properly. And so production it's not going to be there. There's always,
So you just keep going, like let's say you started at 50 and now you're 75, what have been observed in people like that?
people just stay on it and then their quality of life stays fine as long as they're not abusing it. There's so many studies out now that show, because there was a time where people would tell you it was causing heart attacks and it was causing atherosclerosis and plaque buildup and all of these things, but they're not looking at dosing and abuse and everything. And I don't have them in front of me here, but there's so many studies out now showing that those were completely false and that people live very long, full lives with no issues as long as they're using it properly. The older you get, it's really up to you on how, if you want to stop, see how your quality of life is and just see, it's really a test from person to person, but you can certainly just stay on it.